So sorry, I'm going to count us down again.
Yep.
Please do.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Feeding time! Come and get it, boys.
All right.
Let's go. Chinese. Good choice.
Over here, bud.
Yes, first.
You don't like rice?
Tell me, Michael, how could a billion Chinese people be wrong?
You don't like Spoilers podcast? Tell me, Spoiler Man, how could a billion AI playbots be wrong? This is spoilers. We've been getting some unhinged emails from a guy named Answer. Answer will start every email. Sir, please respond. Answer told me you can boost our plays. I was like, Answer. I finally responded. I was like, Answer, what? How do I know you're just not going to use bots? And Answer says, Sir, I would never use bots. All right, Answer, you convinced me. But
so that explains everything.
If you're listening to this, you're not a bot, and you're listening to the sweet, dulcet tones of Brett, who can go ahead and fade himself out there. Okay. That was great.
Still going.
Hey, whenever you think the song's over, it comes back.
It's good to have Brett back. It's good to have Kylo back. We're finishing up Spooky Spoilers. We're here to honor our surrogate father, our surrogate, what do you call that? Sovereign? The Druid King himself. And his pick this week, Corey Haim Classic. Friend of the pod, Corey Feldman.
Feldman's. We had him on the pod.
Let's go.
Lost Boys. Opening question tonight, we're going to go west to east. Kylo, starting with you. Within a vampire mood. I know you also liked the movie Sinners. Just what are your general thoughts on that movie, vampire lore? What did you think about Sinners?
Hi, this is Corey, also known as Kylo Ren Memes. I'm recording out of Simi Valley, California, and we're talking about vampire movies, Lost Boys. I'm pretty excited for this because I watched it last week during Halloween week and was watching kind of a different horror movie every night. I didn't watch Sinners at that time, but I have seen it a couple times. And Sinners is a very different vampire movie than this one. But you know what it reminds me of? A movie that you guys talked about kind of recently, From Dusk Till Dawn. Sinners has a very similar narrative structure as From Dusk Till Dawn, in that it's kind of a cool crime drama-ish, and then a shoe drops and it becomes a fucking vampire bloodbath. I think there's a lot of connections to From Dusk Till Dawn. But Sinners, probably a better movie overall. Michael B. Jordan and his twin brother, they're fantastic in that movie. I don't know. Everyone loves Sinners. What can I say? Maybe I'll add something and say that Rocky Road to Dublin, I've been listening to that song every week since I saw Sinners.
I like Lost Boys. I love the vampire lore of Sinners. And I've said recently that I think they're my favorite of like the classic monsters. Like, you know what I mean, Corey? Like some of the stuff that comes up with how they interact with Michael B. Jordan, his family and everything. I guess one of the Michael B. Jordans. Yeah,
absolutely. And, you know, that movie, as just a total aside, but one of the coolest music scenes I've ever seen in a movie. It's a little bit jarring at first, maybe, because you don't really expect it. But like the magic that they intertwine with the music and kind of like the big culmination right before the shoe drops in that movie is, it's a very well-made scene. It's a very well-made movie. And it's, at least that scene is like nothing I've ever seen before it.
Brett, like nothing I've ever heard before were your dulcet tones. Is this what you were singing? Cry Me?
I mean, yeah. Been singing it for like a week and a half.
Yeah, Corey Feldman does cover that song.
Oh, does he really?
How is it?
It's real bad.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Pat, this is a Corey Feldman 5 movie club?
Maybe. I don't know.
Going Viral, Turtles, Lost Boys, Burbs.
Wow. I guess so.
I just looked it up, but I forgot already. You guys didn't do Goonies or anything, right?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not done Goonies.
And Gremlins. Apparently he's in Gremlins. So.
Oh. Yeah, we have done Gremlins a long time ago. But speaking of a long time ago, Brett,
Yep.
the 80s.
Yeah.
And even longer ago when we did our Every Best Picture Movie Reviewed podcast. Still one of the coolest podcasts I think we've done.
Definitely. So fun.
Best and worst, or I should
You
say
said
favorite and least favorite
Okay.
Best Picture winner of the 80s.
Well, I'm going to be honest up front. This is definitely not my favorite decade of Best Picture winners. I think Pat could probably agree with that.
It's a weird one.
So my favorite, I would say significantly my favorite would be Rain Man, 1988. It's got a nice mixture of, it's really funny, it's sad, it's heartwarming and everything. Least favorite, you might be with me on this, The Last Emperor. It's just too long. The first half is pretty
Ordinary
good.
People in the 80s?
Ordinary
Hold
People's-
on. Don't step on my...
Alright.
I know Stevie's going to be mad, but my last two, I said most underrated by far is Ordinary People, 1980.
Sad.
What'd you say?
It's a sad movie.
I think you said bad. I'm like, I know you think that's a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's just very sad.
So sad. There's like very little happiness in that movie. And then my honorable mentions. I've always enjoyed watching Platoon. I don't love Vietnam movies just because they're kind of hard to watch. And it's been a long time since I've seen it, but Amadeus, obviously, he's got like really awesome acting performances, and F. Murray Abraham's awesome. The music's cool, and yeah.
What did Murray Abraham do to you?
I like F. Murray Abraham. Oh, nice. Dang it. I walked into that one. I was like, did I say he was a bad singer? No. He's cool. I like him.
Josh, I did not prep you with this question unlike Corey and Brett.
Yes, bullcrap.
If you had to switch lives, assume the life of any prominent 80s figure, who would you choose? Like some examples would be like Madonna or Larry Bird.
Ronald
Reagan. Like someone you would associate with the 80s. Arnold would work.
That's a good one.
Magic Johnson?
Man, this is
lots
hard.
of lots of upside with Magic.
There's a magic in that Johnson.
Get to own the Dodgers. What else?
I mean, the person I'm about to name owned the 90s, but if you look back at the 80s, you can easily see their rise to prominence. Michael Jordan?
I think I would see.
Rolling at UNC,
All right.
starting in the NBA, taking in his licks at the...
Pick again.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
It's a bad one, Josh.
Why is that a bad one?
I'm like the biggest ride or die MJ guy. He's not an 80s guy.
Man, I don't know. The lead singer from NoFX.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that better?
Yeah.
That Mike?
I don't know. This is why you got to like prepare us a little bit. I don't know.
Josh is not an off the cuff guy.
Well, here you go.
So
Steve.
he can't say Michael Jordan, but he can say Fat Mike from a band that is still active and been around. I mean, they were in the 80s for 7 years. They've been active ever since.
I think for the records, we'll just say he picked Prince. Prince?
Yeah, he picked Prince.
that's what I think.
Okay, cool. Good choice.
David Bowie, good choice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Stevie, favorite 80s band? Off the cuff, go.
Come on.
What?
Really?
Who do you pick? We're doing music.
I mean, my answer would literally coincide with that if I answered Josh's question, which would be like if I could, like you said, you could switch lives or whatever, or be that person. It'd be James.
We could do that one too. Sure.
James Hetfield, lead singer of Metallica. My favorite '80s band and favorite band of all time is Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Released Master of Puppets in '86. Like they were like really touring hard '87 through '89. Amazing live shows. Yeah.
What song do you want
Not
to?
according to Dave Mustaine.
What song do you want
Fuck
to?
him. Pap, what's that song? We always play it every Memorial Day.
I don't.
It's
What?
No, it's I always say it to you every Memorial Day. It makes me laugh. Oh, Disposable Heroes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that song is an all-time jam, and it's so it's on the B-side, but to me, it's an A-side track.
Worth it to get kicked off of Spotify for some Memorial Day
Back to the
traditions.
Great song.
Indy 500 and Disposable Heroes. This goes down. That's America, baby.
That's America.
Speaking of America, Brett, let's get into the movie. I do want to like kind of hit this opening scene. I know you've never been to Pleasure Island, but can you tell us about the stasis with the Lost Boys here? Who are they on the boardwalk? Unless you've been to Pleasure Island, if there's something you want to
I've never been to Pleasure Island. I've been on record saying I've never been to that That just seems so gross. I've never even been in the parking lot. They're just like your typical. First of all, it's like the most '80s movie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're just kind of walking around, just looking. I mean, like super vampy and bumping into
That's just the way people looked back then.
I mean, they're just going around causing trouble, kind of like almost like cliche causing trouble, going into buildings they're not supposed to be at and fighting the surf Nazis. And
For those who are listening and haven't seen this, this movie is 90% hair and 10% vampires.
yeah,
Like that's
it
the
is.
only way I can describe this movie.
110% music.
In 110% music. It's like like the hair and the music are bench pressing 350 apiece. Like they are really just getting after it.
Listen, I'm not gonna like just go scene by scene to like the opening intro, but like, dude, the way it just sets the stage as an '80s vibe, an '80s aesthetic, right? It's like what Stranger Things tries to do artificially. This is just doing organically by shooting.
Yeah.
California.
I think that's the most interesting thing about it, Pappy, is how organic it is, because we look at it as an 80s movie, but at the time, this was like just current
movie?
fashion. Right.
People
This is
hanging
just what
out.
you called a movie. Yeah, I mean, trendy as hell, these guys. They must have been like everyone dressed in this movie is like the coolest dressed person at the time, including like Max.
And I know like Joel Schumacher gets a bad rap for like, you know, Batman or whatever, but like he's really doing some great work in the beginning, which is like, okay, I'm gonna show the ocean,
Oh yeah.
cry little sister, I'm gonna show a boardwalk pier and the greatest 80s hair and fashion you've ever seen. And it'll set the tone for the next 97 minutes.
really using that, like you talk about all time Pat, like he's really using that setting. Is that a real city, Corey?
No, but Santa Cruz, essentially.
I figured it wasn't. Okay.
It's a stand-in for Santa Cruz in NorCal.
Santa Clara, the name of the fictional city. There's a guy who gets killed by those vamps, a very Evil Dead shot as he gets swept away into the sky, security guard. But more importantly, Josh, we meet our first family of Santa Clara. Let's pick anybody you want. Just kind of tell us the family dynamic, though, I guess mostly is what I'm after.
This is our core family. Core Haim.
From Silver Bullet fame.
Yes.
Yes, earlier in Spooky Spoilers and now later in Spooky Spoilers, we're
Hey.
growing up. This is a fully limb-abled Corey Haim.
Not in a wheelchair. Yeah.
Correct. And so he is, he's the younger brother of a family. He
Fashionable.
might be, I don't know, the connection to the audience, to like the younger audience, I should say. He is like,
I think that's where you were going with that.
I think in a lot of ways there's like kind of two parallel plots with the brothers. And the older brother has the Lost Boys more classic storyline with like Kiefer Sutherland, and it's a little bit darker. And then Corey Haim has the lighter storyline that has more to do with like burps, his grandpa, his friends at the comic book shop.
His fashion is impeccable as well.
His fashion,
Impeccable fashion.
his little spiky highlights.
Fashion victim.
I'm just taking Corey Haim because I liked him a lot in this movie. I think he carries large portions of it, even.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part of the movie.
Big fan. He's just a younger brother, and he's a pretty classic straight guy here, I think.
Speaking of straight guys, got a nice picture of Rob Lowe hanging in his room, too. Very,
I
very
asked
sexy
Brittany that.
Rob Lowe poster on this guy's
He's like,
room.
you didn't have posters of guys that said not dressed like that, or not like, I mean, like bands and stuff. But I mean, that's obviously like a heartthrob poster.
It's weird because it's Rob Lowe.
Was Rob Lowe in The Outsiders?
He was in St. Elmo's
Yes.
Fire,
He was in Outsiders.
which was directed
But
by Joel Schumacher.
Rob Lowe in that poster weirdly looks like his mom in this movie with like the same haircut and everything.
Dianne
Wiest.
Wiest
Yeah.
had a
Yeah.
Wiest infection.
A little bit of
great
Epidus
pull.
Rex going on with that
Oil.
poster, and the mom coming in the room late at night, him asking to go to her, like sleep in her bed with her, him not wanting Max to be around. Wait, is Max the
The older
Michael.
brother? Michael.
No. Who's the guy who's dating his mom?
Max.
Yeah, he doesn't want Max to be around, right? Because he likes his mom.
Oh,
That's why he has.
I'm picking up.
That's why he has the Rob Lowe poster. He likes that haircut.
I see.
I'm connecting some dots. It's a little early in the game to be doing that, probably, but
Speaking of dot connecting, Brett, I was curious. Dianne Wiest, you like her? Because she's an Oscar winner, right?
Yeah, I was actually thinking. I always gotta wonder. Okay, again, I don't want to. I'm not ripping on this movie, but like the acting in the movie is not maybe what Dianne Wiest is used to. So I always kind of wonder if it's like a paycheck movie or if she likes Joel Schumacher, or if people just don't take themselves super seriously. But yeah, I think she's good in this movie.
She's not asked to do anything super craze. She's
No.
more like just be kind, nice.
And she gets
mom.
and she gets to act opposite Herman, who's a good actor. So it's not like she's with Corey Feldman all the time. So no offense to friend of the pod. She's cool. She's cool in this movie.
The thing she does that drives me crazy is when the classic song Groovin' comes on the radio and she sings it totally off beat. She's like, Groovin' on a Sunday afternoon. It's like, that's not how the song goes at all. It makes me so mad. Corey, though, we haven't mentioned my favorite character of the movie.
The pet.
Yep. I don't even need to say it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wait, who's your favorite character? I didn't hear.
The Pappy character.
Oh, the grandfather?
Yeah, of course. Who else would it be? Also, sorry, before you go, Treat of the Week just arrived.
Let's go.
yeah, I hate to interject on you, Kylo. Give you a little chance to think, but the treat of the week is from Domino's Pizza.
Not a sponsor.
No, it's
What
a half
is treat of
cheese,
the
half pepperoni, and they had a special tonight that was literally the 6-7 pizza.
No, what?
No way.
$6.70 for half cheese.
It's gone too far. It's gone too far.
Well, that's a good thing. Someone at work told me it's a good thing because if like the adults are embracing it, the kids won't want to do it anymore. So
Half cheese,
Oh my
half
God.
pepperoni, $6.70. Hard to beat.
Total tangent, but it's so funny how like every demographic has like audio stims that they like 420 or 69 or 67 or the number 23. It's just like it's something everyone does, and I don't know. It's so stupid, but it looks delicious. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Corey. The best character of the whole movie.
Well, I just got to say real quick, since we're on the topic, I spent Halloween chaperoning 11 children, and I'm over 6'7", man. You don't know how many fucking times I heard it that night. It was excessive. But the Pappy character of this movie, I think he's just called like Grandpa or Dad in the case of Dianne Wiest's character. He's an old stoner, living up here in NorCal where the weed is good. And, he's in Santa Clara. He lives by himself, but his family's moving in. He's kind of just a kooky old character that we think is just going to kind of disappear into the background for the midsection of this movie, which he kind of does. But then he makes a big appearance later on. There's a little bit more to this guy than meets the eye, but man, he loves taxidermy and getting high. You can tell this guy's done a lot of acid back in his day.
and hitting on the old lady Johnson or whatever her name is.
Yeah, the widow Judith or whatever.
Widow something.
He is got to be riddled with STDs after all that time with Widow Johnson. You know he's in that shit raw, dude.
From the 60s alone.
Yeah. He's we're first introduced to him. He's passed out on the floor, just laying there face down. That's his character introduction. He's dead. Pretending to be asleep. I like what another time he comes in and he goes, rules. He's got a couple rules, doesn't he, Josh? Do you remember any of the rules of the house?
One of the rules, it's not one of the initial rules. Okay, sorry. But one of the later rules is whenever you take the car out, you bring it back filled with gas. But that was just like superseding a rule earlier where he's like, never touch this car.
Yeah.
This grandpa loosens up quick throughout the movie, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm. He's got a whole row in the fridge that's just double stuffed Oreos and was it pop that he has? It's only his to touch.
Was it RC Cola? What was it?
I thought it was going to be like a twist, like it was going to be blood or something that the grandpa.
That's what I thought.
I bet there's a good misdirect happening in this movie where you think the grandpa could be a vampire, like very subtly. Just
Grampire.
Oh.
Are we showing our like age as a podcast where we are watching this as like knew? Like, oh, is this Blood the Great? Like, so you didn't know. I didn't.
I've never seen it.
Corey, are you the only one?
Oh, I grew up with this movie big time.
Stevie?
I haven't seen it since I was 6. Second time seeing it tonight.
Kylo, we're all newbies. We have lessons to learn.
Oh, man. You guys are coming in with that highbrow film reviewer perspective. But to me, this has always been kind of just like a fun kids, horror Halloween movie to watch.
Well, I didn't know what to expect for a lot of this movie. And I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't super impressed by the opening scene with the cop. But then from there, it gets like amazing after that. And like when I fell in love with this movie, Stevie, is after the family has settled in and they go to the boardwalk where everyone hangs out.
You love this man.
10 minutes in.
Who do we see 10 minutes in? Describe the scene. I think this is like 10 out of 10. This is so amazing. Dude,
I mean, it's the most famous moment of this movie.
It's incredible. It's not the most played YouTube clip, actually, but we'll get to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're talking about the concert on the beach, right?
Oh, yeah. What else could I
There's
be?
fire. There's a lot of skin. So this is a Joel Schumacher movie. There has to be a lot of sweat.
Right.
Everyone has to be doused in sweat. And there is a man who appears to be 6'5", has an 8-pack, and for some odd reason is playing a saxophone.
That's Tim Capello. He's a famous saxophone player.
Tina Turner's saxophone.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He wears that. He wears that chain still. He's the sweatiest man of all time.
Well, it
He's
makes
got the
sense
same
that Joel
ponytail.
would hire him, though, because he directs the sweatiest movies ever.
He looks like Anthony Kiedis had a son with Hulk Hogan.
Yes. I mean, he almost looks like a more steroided version of Brett Michaels. No, it's
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
Yeah,
Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Yeah,
I just
it's
say,
a more roided version of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Dude.
Can I
Just waiting to do the sweet chin music, but it's
That's
just with the
a pretty good one.
saxophone.
HBK.
Yeah.
Can I read this real quick paragraph on Wikipedia about him?
Oh, yeah.
He is notable for his muscular physique, his sexually provocative movements during performances, and for a tendency to perform shirtless with oiled skin and a ponytail.
That's all Joe Schumacher needed to hear. I mean, hired.
Half Sicilian. He's half Sicilian.
He actually even has like less screen time than you think. Like he's really not on there for that long, but he's chewing up the fucking camera, dude. His body, the fucking instrument he's playing, it's crazy.
Well, the weird
I know,
thing
talk
is,
about an impact, right? Using the little bit of time you have on film to make such an impact.
like, I feel like that scene alone that he's in, that you're describing or we're talking about, it's in a lot of compilations. Like I've seen it throughout my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're just like, oh yeah, I've seen that 100 times, and like watching it in the movie, you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
It's not just the novelty of it. Like the lighting is fucking amazing. Like there's fucking barrels on fire around him lighting the
A
set.
lot of extras.
The camera work is incredible. Corey, we do meet another character here. Can you please?
You're moving past him?
I would stay here all day if we could. What do you want to say?
It's just so hard to look away.
I know, dude.
He quit heroin. He quit heroin in 1979 cold turkey and began bodybuilding. That's my boy.
They
What a
show
legend.
a bunch of other like fit people in the audience.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay, that guy's like doing a pretty good job. And then they cut back to the singer on stage and it's like,
God, there's so much hair, Stevie. Right? There's so much hair in the audience.
The volume of hair in this movie is just, I mean, I don't know if Paul Mitchell was a hair brand yet, but probably made billions off this movie alone.
Volume, no pun intended. I mean, volume, like there's a ton of it, and the volume in the hair.
Volume in the hair.
There's like people just like doing circle dances in the crowd around, like people on each other's shoulders. It's
Like people don't know what kind of music is playing, so like some of them are like headbanging. Like
Yeah,
it's fucking
Dude,
heavy
I know,
metal.
like it was like a metal concert. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's not really vibing.
to cut to the guy
They're
playing a
headbanging, like,
saxophone.
then it cuts to a saxophone.
Dude, this is brilliant. And like, listen, I said, it's not just the novelty of it. Like, yes, that's super silly and crazy. And I've never seen anything like that in a movie, really. But Corey, the camera work, even when Star shows up, the way Joel Schumacher is like following through the crowd, I think this stuff's awesome. Looks great.
The owner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Jami Gertz, aka
She's the owner of the Atlanta Hawks.
richest woman in Hollywood, the richest actress ever.
Yeah.
Wait. Slow down. Tell me about. Okay, explain.
Dude. Okay, yeah.
Someone explain this to me.
So I believe she married very wealthy. And
She did.
she retired from acting. She's in a lot of philanthropy right now. She's also the owner of the Atlanta Hawks and I think also a WNBA team, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Oh, so she loses money too?
Hey, gotta support the team.
Not on the Hawks. She doesn't.
Not on the Hawks.
She doesn't win many games, but she.
I mean,
doesn't lose
the
money.
Hawks is a good fan base, in my opinion. But I think she's the richest actress of all time, like by far and away.
She is a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always cool when I see her in like movies or TV shows. And I'm like, owner of the Atlanta Hawks. She just needed a square. Couldn't spare it.
Jami Gertz, she has drawn the attention of Michael, the older brother of the family that we talked about. And he is, as the kids would say, locked in, you know? He is like targets sighted on her. You know, there's a lot of women in the crowd, but she's clearly the one, you know? And she's a good looking woman. But yeah, this dude is, he's on it.
Probably the best looking person on the movie is probably Jason Patric, right? Is Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the
best looking person in the movie.
Oh, 100%.
He's got this like bone structure. to
Dude,
his
he
face.
is like Greek god looking like chiseled jaw. Like the most lethal like feathered hair you could imagine at the time. Like
He is
easily
so
the best
80s.
looking person in the movie.
Yeah. He could be like the lead singer to Duran Duran or something. If you told me that was him, I'd be like,
Peak
yeah.
Jason Patric.
Yes, this is peak.
Okay, but how would you feel if you are him? You're making, I don't want to say like your eye sexing this girl over and over at this concert. You chase her out, and then she gets on the like back of the bike with this other dude who sneers at you and like rides away.
And then move on. He got the tractor beam though.
She is for the
Jami
streets, as Future would say.
No, I want to know your take, Brett. Like, because I
Are you
don't
talking
know.
about me? I'd be like, oh well, she's obviously with this guy, and he doesn't look like somebody I want to cross. But then again, she seeks him out the next time, so it's not like he really goes after her, right? But you're Jason Patric. In 1987, you're one of the best looking guys on the planet. Maybe you think, hey, I deserve this girl. I don't know.
Rewind to 19.
Yeah, Michael isn't phased. You know, when you're talking about when he's there with David and David's like, let's go, Star. Michael's like, nah, we're going for a ride. Like, I think the character of Michael is kind of like a tough guy in his own right. You know, like he's not really scared of this dude.
I can't beat your bike.
But he's like, you can have this girl tonight, but when I see her on Thursday, she's mine again. Like, he's cool to just wait and take her back. I don't know.
We should talk about who the antagonist here is. It's none other than Mr. 24 himself.
Why does he play such a good asshole?
Well, look at him in the 80s. Just freaking look at him.
Brett,
He looks so evil in everything he plays.
Stevie and I were talking about this earlier this week. I associate 24 with watching NFL football so much and just seeing commercials for 24 constantly. Do you have that same feeling? Like, did you watch 24?
After the fact.
Joe Buck just being like, Tony Romo going to the line. And this Tuesday,
Yeah.
if you haven't tuned in yet, I can't remember his name.
Everything
Agent
is
Jack
on
Bauer?
the line
Yeah.
this week.
This week,
Jihadi
24.
terrorists are at it again.
we're at hour 13. Tune in Tuesdays at 9. Tony
Well, I know
Romo, play
Josh.
action.
Josh knows him, of course, from Young Guns as Doc Skurlock, which he will forever be for me as well.
He's a poet.
Stand by me.
I'm a poet. I wrote it.
The Time to Kill.
Corey. He doesn't like
gosh.
blood.
A
He
Few
just
Good
likes
Men.
he likes meat and potatoes.
He is in A Few Good Men.
He's my guy. I mean, he's the worst, but like that's where I know him from growing up. A Few Good Men and Stand by Me.
Can you guys let me and Kylo wax Young Guns for a second with
You
Kiefer
guys
Sutherland?
Wax
I don't
poetic,
care.
young man.
It is
Wax
the-
poetic.
this is the most legitimate Young Guns possibility you guys have had. So take your time. Enjoy.
You're good.
He's like, I'm your bee and you're my flower.
Yeah. You just feel it.
I mean, he's got a famous dad. But
No inserted quotes in post. That was good enough
guys-
for that section.
you have your
Uber famous father.
the Young Guns minute has ended.
Okay. Sure is.
Sutherland?
But I think he's amazing, Stevie. He's so good, dude.
He
He's so
chews up
imposing.
the scenery throughout this entire movie.
Soft spoken and so intense. This dude's a vampire, 100%.
And also, I'm not gonna lie, like I love this entire movie. I know Kylos thinks I'm gonna come in with a high brow. Like I love these types of movies. But the indoctrination of Michael is like is honestly probably one of my favorite parts of the entire movie.
Oh yeah.
Just because Kiefer White Trash Sutherland, who just looks so weird to me, but he's like so charming in this movie. Like he's not downright evil in these scenes. He's just kind of charming. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's really weird. It's like there's parts of it where I'm like, yeah, Michael, join. Damn it, Michael.
Yeah.
Do what he says.
Yeah, he actually puts on the charm for Michael. Like,
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
very
good
cool.
chunk where he decides he wants Michael in their gang, and he's going to schmooze him up after the maggots, of course.
There's a scene, there's a great scene where they're like fucking riding their motorcycles through the fog, and it's intense and it actually looks really good and cool and stylized at the time. And then like after the fact, Michael's all pissed off, so he punches David, Kiefer Sutherland, in the face. And like the way Kiefer Sutherland like takes the punch is just so cool. Like he just kind of smiles and smirks. And, like, you can see why this guy's the leader of the Lost Boys. Like clearly.
He's like, nice punch. Now how far are you willing to go?
I'm going to go, Michael.
Do you want to hear the whispers of Satan in your sleep?
I want to stay on this track for a little bit. We'll jump back to the Frog Boys in a second. But Corey,
The Frog Boys.
on the turning of Michael, the actually most played YouTube clip is the maggot scene, which we let
I
off.
figured.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the things I remember most about this movie, right, is they go to the hangout, the Lost Boys hangout, which is they have their cool little like hideout cave, which kind of feels very 80s to me. You know, you got this like abandoned place where you set up all your furniture and stuff, very goth. And they start eating the Chinese food they took for takeout, I guess, on the side. They sent out Marco. And yeah, he's giving him the rice. He's like, "You're eating maggots, Michael." And he looks down and it's like maggots. And then he like comes to, he's like, "I'm fucking tripping out here." So I think that's how they con him into the blood. And I don't know what it is about this scene. Maybe it's like the atmosphere or like that you as the audience member think for a second he really did eat worms and maggots. But a very memorable moment in the movie.
Why are they doing this to him?
I forget.
And how?
Do vampires always have the reality stone with them? I forget. Is that a thing throughout movies?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't know if that's
Special
like one of
ones,
the
baby.
rules of vampires.
The camera work in this movie shows like a Chinese food box changing from noodles to worms or the rice one changing from rice to maggots. So are they like mind controlling? Is that like
He's messing with his reality.
Is that a vampire like thing, like a special power that I don't know about?
I'm not familiar with that one.
I mean,
I thought that was
first of all,
something
there's so
in-
much lore. Like, it depends on what you're talking about.
I
Like,
thought that was something in Keanu's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
like Dracula can do, like, he messed with the main guy's mind a lot.
Yeah, I think
But these all Draculars? They're all Draculars? All of them?
What the hell are you saying, Pap?
Yeah, that's
One's
weird.
a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma Pap, they're Dracula.
Don't forget about the Wolfman.
I'm trying to say there's like a power level, right? Like they're not all like the most power. They can all like mute the surroundings,
what-
right?
what?
Turn rice to maggots. They can all do that,
I
or
think
just Kiefer Sutherland.
I think
What's that have to do with trans?
I think Kiefer's the most powerful
Transylvania?
of the boys who are lost, and then there's another level which we find out later.
Okay, gotcha.
We don't know he's the
But in
second
like True
boss yet.
Blood, they have glamoring, which is where you can like hypnotize someone. So there was like a little bit of mind control lore somewhere in the extensive vampire lore that exists. You know, this movie
think-
just takes
yeah.
some of the key ones.
I think some of the more powerful Buffy-like characters, Buffy Angel, could do like mind control, like the Maestro or whatever. Not the Maestro. That's the guy's name in Seinfeld. The Maestro who plays the guy in Buffy. Never mind.
Cobb.
Yeah, I knew you guys would know. I can't remember. Call me the Maestro.
That's the thing about vampires is there's enough lore where you can pick and choose. Like it becomes a big part of the movie later on in terms of what myths are real or not. Like Michael's not bitten, so I'm not exactly sure what the moment of.
This is lore that I don't know. Like the half vampire, I've never heard that other than this. So
is it drinking the blood that turns him? Or
halfway, but then he has to.
But then you have to speed, or you're gonna die.
Got it. Okay. The train scene rules, right, Brett? That scene is fucking amazing. It's so good.
I was trying to figure out what was going on there, but yeah. And I like how they just kind of wake up the next day. Like, you don't blow it by showing them on the bottom. Just have them go into the mist, and then,
Pappy, could you dead hang that long?
Hell no. Well, Pappy could, but then
I bet I could.
Little body.
Huge forearms, you mean?
Muscular body. It didn't say you were muscular.
How long are we talking here? With a train overhead, though? Like, that's...
With the shaking. It's shaking, right?
Yeah. Could you, Corey?
I don't know, man.
It's a long time.
I'd like to say yes, but I don't know.
I've just never seen... It's just cool. I mean, like, they're on, like, a soundstage or whatever, but the shot when it's far away and you see them hanging and the trains going over, and, like, just the idea of hanging like that that's so fucking cool. It's so
the layer of mist right underneath their feet, so like you don't know what's below them, you know, that like mystery, and then the train above. It's like, it's a good sense of like danger there.
Like Stand By Me, but less stakes. I don't know. It just got me thinking of Stand By Me, maybe because of
Kiefer,
the cast, Kiefer and Corey Feldman, and I
feel like there's a lot of subtext in terms of like peer pressure and doing drugs and like being reckless.
I was pumped when he joined.
Yeah, you wanted him to join.
Dude, he got the whole game being like, Michael.
Join us, Michael.
And then when he drinks, you just hear, cry, little sister. Like, yeah, he did it. Like,
you don't have to do it, Michael.
And then you got the owner of the Hawks being like, I don't know about this. Like, clearly telling us like she's not an outright evil character. Like, I don't know. It's a great scene.
Alex Winter.
There's also like a dissolve with Michael's face when he drinks the blood, like right on top of Jim Morrison.
Yeah, dude. The Lost Boys love the Doors. People are strange. Like there's a lot going on.
They love covers of People Are Strange.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. There it is.
People are strange.
Speaking of strange people, we should talk about friend of the pod.
The Brothers Frog.
Brothers Frog, Corey Feldman. Josh, you've spoken to Corey Feldman.
Several of us have spoken.
Your microphone's
Your mic
muted
is
again,
out
Josh.
Sorry.
You're good.
Man, been doing that a lot tonight. But yeah,
well, listen, we've been eating this delicious treat of the week. Some Baja Blast went down the wrong tube.
Yeah, I was just choking and coughing on some Baja Blast, and I apologize for that. Terrible for that.
Out of a bottle, by the way.
So, like, Corey Haim is new to this town, and he goes into, like, a shopping mall early in the movie, and he's drawn to this place where it's like a comic book store. And, of course, Corey Feldman and some other typical 80s dude are running the show. And I guess it's spoilers, so I'll just get to the end. Edgar and Alan and Poe are running the... It's just two of them, Edgar and Alan.
I get it.
But they're like in the shop, they're running it. Corey Feldman's like, hey, like besides whatever else Batman comics you want, take this zombie comic. Oh wait. He's like, take this vampire comic. And then the second time he's like, hey, take this like other vampire comic because you're really gonna need this vampire comic to like survive life. It's like really clear that I don't know. There's a lot of like fast moving things. Like at the beginning of the movie when Michael, older brother, he's like transporting to the vampires and everything.
Yeah.
That whole scene with him like drinking the blood, it takes like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And this scene with like Corey Feldman being like, yeah, we're not just comic book store owners who are 13. We're also vampire hunters. It takes like 5 minutes for that to come out, right? And you're not sure if they're serious or not at first, but they're like freaking serious, dude.
He's like, I'm dead serious. Look at my bandana and look at his beret. We couldn't be more serious.
Are they making fun of his fashion Corey, I can't tell. Like, he seems to be dressed like a California kid, but they make it seem like he's dressed like a weird Phoenix kid, or
I think they were
they're making fun of how trendy he is.
okay. So, is he trying to dress California-y, or just wearing what's hot?
I think he's trying to dress like he's about to appear in an 80s music video.
Like Take on Me, he's getting ready to film Take on Me.
Exactly.
I like this drip. I'm pro.
Speaking of costumes, I think there's a little kid in this movie that's hanging around Star. He's dressed like a fucking
Laddie.
Worst character in the whole movie. Why
ringleader.
Why is there a laddie? This movie didn't need a laddie. Get the shit out
I know.
of here.
I was shocked when I saw Laddie. I was like, who the fuck? What?
Fuck you, Laddie.
He looks weird too. Like, I did not enjoy it. Plus, what a terrible name.
Yeah, I don't know why this movie has a laddie whatsoever. I have
a Pappy.
I have a clip of the Frog Brothers.
Guys, just scoping your civilian wardrobe. Pretty cool, huh? For a fashion victim. Listen, buddy, if you're looking for the diet frozen yogurt bar, it went out of business last summer.
Actually, I'm looking for a Batman number 14.
That's a very serious book, man. Only 5 in existence.
4, actually. I'm always looking out for the other 3.
Sorry.
I'm worth millions, bros. Don't worry about it.
It's a very serious book is a hilarious line. Like, just they're so serious, but it's hilarious.
I have a couple of Bitcoins. Full Bitcoins.
That's probably worth all.
You don't even worry about it.
Mom is almost destitute, but boys, we got Batman 14.
I'm always looking out for another full Bitcoin. If you guys see one lying around, I'll take it.
I love the Frog Brothers.
Yeah, they're cool.
Corey Feldman's really going for it with his voice. You know, he's got an iconic voice already.
He's like, pork rind.
It's kind of like moonlighting.
30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mikey, did you ever think about what Splinter said tonight? I mean, about what it would be like. You know, not having him.
Not having him?
Time's up. $3 off.
Couldn't find the place.
I asked Pappy to pull a Donatello clip. I was hoping it'd be like more Donatello focused, but that'll do.
You told me. Dad, you also said pull it from Teenage Mutant Turtles 1999. I'm like, what does that even mean?
0 so close to 9 and T9. Striving.
My dad literally still says Pizza Dude's got 30
T9
text.
That's the one with Venus, the female turtle, the show, 1999. The New Mutation or whatever.
Love the tone of this movie. Actually, I think it's great. I think they're funny and cool. Really enjoy the tone of this movie. It gets a little bit more serious. Particularly Brett. I know you would appreciate this. The sex scene that comes in the movie. What'd you think? Gratuitous? Necessary? A little bit of both?
Well, if it had been more gratuitous, I would have said it was very necessary. But since it was
classic Brett,
like a PG,
nothing
PG-13?
PG about it,
dude. It's a lot.
Triple
smoking that dope.
Yep.
Triple X across the board.
Are we talking about the same? We're talking about the Jami. What are we talking about?
Which sex scene?
The Jami Gertz.
Atlanta Hawks and Jason.
Yeah, when he goes back to the cave and she's
There's
there.
a trope in there. It's my favorite trope in movies for the most part.
What is it?
So if you go to it, Pap, I want to explain what this is like breaking down football film for me. So no, other way. Forward.
Okay.
Come on.
Scrolling for the sex scene now.
4830.
Thank you, Corey. So, what's so great about sex scenes like this is I don't need to see like humping and gyrating and stuff like that. This tells me enough. You fast forward just a little bit.
There you go.
Because Pearl Harbor does the same thing, and a lot of movies do the same thing, which is this. You show just enough skin, you show just enough kind of like passion to get the idea across of what's about to happen.
Right.
And then we do this amazing fade out. And we start like going through the clouds.
Right.
And we start going through music. which tells me the sex is so amazing they're transcending space and time. I can only imagine what they were doing. So the idea that like we're rolling through the clouds as the music is going, you got Cry Little Sister playing, tells me it's the best sex either of them are ever going to have in their lives.
Yeah. They fly by Jeff Lebowski.
Yes, exactly, Corey. Exactly. He's got a bowling ball in his hand. He's flying in the clouds.
A lot of the clouds are like almost like tunnel shaped too as they fly through.
Yes, and then we go and we fly back to the cave, which tells me the climax has already happened.
Into the cave.
He has just finished. It's a perfect sex scene.
The shots are cool, dude. You don't like the sex scene, Josh?
No, that's me giving my stank face to the saxophone, bro.
Mint condition Batman 14.
How much?
13,000. 13,000. But some people say maybe up to as much as 50,000.
Josh, your thoughts on the sex scene, though? I'm just curious. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great and fine.
Yeah. He finds out he can heal quickly during this time. He was bit by the dog when he kind of pseudo-attacked his brother. The dog's named Nanook, by the way.
Nanook.
Good name for Alaskan Husky.
Yeah.
Watch out for the yellow snow, Nanook. But Brett, guess who's coming to dinner? It's the Frog Boys themselves. Tell us about Matt. We haven't talked enough about Max, I think. Maybe we should touch on him a little bit more.
Yeah, the Frog Bro. I mean, everyone loves the Frog Bros. Like, they kind of invite themselves to dinner because they know that
Herman, Max is the bad guy.
The mom goes to apologize after having left the date with Max, and she is attacked by a hellhound.
Oh, hellhound.
Right.
Yeah, so they just tag along, and they have all these things to do to try to prove that he's a vampire, and none of them work, and you find out later why. But they pour holy water on him. They give him shredded garlic, which I'm sure I'm sure they could smell that. But Max is just nothing works on him. So I don't know if they leave skeptical or just like, oh no, he's good. So, but it's a really funny test. It's a really funny culture clash, because he's I enjoy that scene. Again, I think the Frog Brothers are pretty freaking funny. So
I think the silliest moment, like maybe the worst in this dinner scene, is when the mom says like, someone here has bad breath, and they know that's a sign
crazy, dude.
of a vampire.
that was.
And then it cuts away, and then it cuts back to the mom, and the dog is standing right next to her head. It's like the dog's face is right next to hers. It's like, oh, she was talking about Nanook.
So I was listening to the commentary on Guy Bop, one of the best podcasts out there to just upload the commentary to stuff. Joel Schumacher was talking about the initial script for this was a way more juvenile Peter Pan interpretation of this, hence the name Lost Boys. And there was obviously no sex scenes. They were all like age them all way down. Like the oldest kids would be like maybe 13, and then like Corey Feldman would be more like 8 or 9 and stuff. But it's almost like this is the reminiscence or the remnants of that initial script that he reworked, because it's very Disney Channel, this whole scene. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's also like
Mom's Got a Date with the Vampire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this could be a Disney Channel original movie, this whole scene.
Mm-hmm. And he is a vampire, actually. And it really annoys me because I feel like the movie lies to us about the lore, which is being pretty careful with the garlic and everything, where it's like, why does he see his reflection when they turn off the lights? Like, I thought we already established that vampires.
No, he says it at the end.
Yeah, he says why at the end.
You invited me in. You're rendered powerless.
Yeah,
so that's why he says you're the man of the house. Are you going to invite me in?
So all of his deficiencies go away.
Yep.
And he's not.
Apparently,
he's impervious to their tactics.
Is that why he can eat food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But he can go still full vampire.
He doesn't get invited.
He wasn't invited in the last scene.
Okay, so it's just that one.
Yeah, he's like
visit.
he said, are you going to invite me in? He goes, you're invited.
So if they would have given him
that
garlic
lore is
later
different.
on, it would have messed him up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Buffy Angel lore, if you're invited in once, you're always invited in. So
that's kind of what I was getting at, Brett. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
But maybe it's not like it wipes him out forever, but like he can pick and choose. Like
I will say this.
I don't know.
This movie, at the end of the day, does have rules, and I have to respect it for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is super
It doesn't-
the garlic, and that you mentioned.
It doesn't
the line.
fly by. You never get, it's never not addressed. Kind of the major points. There is rules.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm telling you, like the cool
rules.
The cool thing about vampires is the rules are so part of just canon that you kind of know them. You know what I mean? The movie doesn't have to explain the significance of Max being invited in the house. We know that, right? I'm like, oh shit, that's interesting. You just invited him in the house. Like that's some good shit right there. Speaking of vampire canon, though, Stevie, do you like the look of Kiefer Sutherland as a vampire as we see the first kill?
It's scary. Like
pretty deep in the movie to be getting this too.
Yeah, because you're used to him a certain way throughout the entire movie, right? You kind of get this white trash charmer, and like by the time like we get to the scene with like the Aerosmith guy's about to get eaten, like his look changes drastically from like the eyes to the shape of his face to like the teeth coming out, and then we start seeing full kills instead of just like the camera kills. Like this is the part of the movie where you're like, oh, like these dudes can actually kind of look a little scary.
You intimidated by Alex Winter though, Kylo? You find him scary?
Yes, Bill S. Preston Esquire himself. Very intimidating.
He's such a sweetie. I don't know. I look at him like, you're not so bad. Kiefer Sutherland, terrifying. Alex Winter,
Yeah, I mean the scene though where they unleash on these people that are having like the bonfire. There's like some real horrific glimpses of violence, but they don't really hang on them like they would in I don't know, maybe a more gory movie. There's definitely gore, but they're flashes of gore. Like they rip a man's scalp off, and it's a pretty gnarly effect, but it goes by so quick. But there's like just great cinematography in this moment, including when they finish feeding the 4 vampires. They go and they stand on top of a hill of sand, and there's just a wide shot of all of them together. And I think that's like one of the most iconic shots from this movie is when they're up on this little sand hill and they're talking down to David, who's like laying down. Great shot. It's just like the way they're standing too, like their body posture, their costumes, the lighting, everything in that frame is fucking cool as hell.
A lot of fog too. Red tones, orange.
It's like an 80s glam band like album cover.
Oh yeah.
Almost. Like if you put drumsticks in like Alex Winter's hands, you're like, okay, I get it.
There it is.
Do you guys remember
Wild
Mandy?
Stallions.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember. Of course, I love Mandy.
Mandy has some of those motorcycle demons looking like this on the horizon a few times. It's that same vibe. A lot of fog.
I want to bring this up earlier. Is there a lot of money in taxidermy? Because I feel like Grandpa has a kick-ass property.
Oh yeah, Grandpa's doing
I
well.
don't think there's a time.
He's the number 1 taxidermist in the country then, because he's doing fine.
I think Grandpa has a nice pension from his time in the South Pacific. Probably opened up a hardware store when he came back.
Did he ever stop at the Bates Hotel to learn some tricks?
Some of those owls are very Norman Bates looking. Yeah, definitely.
The dude is dealing.
It's another way that the spooky spoilers ties together. We got a lot of taxidermy this spoiler season.
It's
You think he sells weed to the frogs? Is that your saying, Corey?
I mean, definitely to the local townsfolk. I don't know if the Frog Brothers are hitting.
Yeah, they have to keep their mind clear.
Yeah. They're such posers, actually, the Frog Brothers. That's like one of the things I noticed about this watch that I never really got as a kid. It's like they act like they're all into it, but they've never done this shit before.
No.
I think once we're talking about Grandpa, one of the most unhinged lines he has is when Michael comes back. I don't know if it's after he actually has sex or at some point, but Grandpa's like, looks like I'm not the only one who got lucky last night. Like that's wild, Grandpa.
With the Widow Johnson?
Yeah, dude.
With the Widow Johnson.
Someone who, instead of calling her Jane or Mary, you call her Widow?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like,
she's a vampire in the comic, apparently. They call her Black Widow.
Black Widow Johnson?
Yeah, she's just the Black Widow. But yeah, she's the Widow Johnson.
Cool.
Not Black Johnson.
Cool.
That is what you said, Brett.
Black Widow.
Johnson.
You said that.
Black Adam?
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson? Is that what you're getting at?
No, but sure.
Corey.
One of my favorite jokes.
We're talking about the lighting in the kill scene. And I didn't even mention when the guy gets bit in the fucking head. That rules, getting bit in the top of the head. But totally different dynamic when the Frog Brothers and Michael, and Corey Haim go out to like kill themselves a vampire. Can you take us through the scene during the daytime here, the little mission?
Yeah, they're going to go stake the vamps. They're going to go eliminate David and his crew. And they make their way into the cave that is, decorated with the Jim Morrison poster and all their cool vampire knickknacks. And the Frog Brothers, like, they're getting through this on pure bravado. Like, they have to hold up the persona that they have done this a million times before, and they're not scared. But they're fucking terrified. That's the reality, right? But they are going to go do this. Like, they make their way in, they find the vamps. Corey Haim is pretty nervous about this. And they find them sleeping, like, upside down like bats. And I guess they're kind of like in a hibernation type sleep because, they're being very loud in this place. So it's not like normal human sleep. And they're in their vampire state. So they have like the makeup on, we talked about David's look. They have like kind of like Star Trek style prosthetics.
Just everything about this shot's like generally impressive too. Like being the kids with the flashlights lighting themselves and, just like the production design, which by the way, Corey, the production designer on this was?
No, who?
They've got Bo Welch. You know what Bo Welch directed, Corey? The Cat in the Hat.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude.
Great movie.
Reminded me of you.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhand, too.
I'll say this. Great production design in Cat in the Hat. Great production design in this cave. I like it. Sorry, Corey, I didn't mean to cut you off, though. Do you love the amount of blood that comes out of Alex Winter?
Yeah. Poor Marco, Yeah, he gets staked and everyone freaks out. And like his blood-curdling death cry is what wakes up the other vampires. But yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Like they're just drenched in gore, right? Like, and it's almost like not even blood. It's just like goo coming out of him.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'll say this too. Like, Corey Feldman doesn't strike me as a large person, or even a big person in this movie. The amount of brute strength it would take for him to put a wooden stake through a body.
Oh, yeah.
To go through the chest, out the back.
Especially since it wasn't very, it's not like
it looked like a garden stake. It looked like a garden stake used for tomatoes. Didn't use a hammer behind it or a propelled gun of any kind.
Nor is there any point on this stake whatsoever.
No, he just said, you know what? Vampire skin. Smooth, cuts like butter.
Corey Feldman's 5'5", so...
I mean, Feldman's 5'5". Yeah, this stake goes 1.5 feet outside the back of Alex Winters.
Like a stake through a vamp, like a knife through butter.
Dude, it was just like, oh, okay. That's one direction to go in this movie.
Yeah.
There's a shot after they escape. David tries to follow them as they like quickly run out of their giant coffin, as they call it. They're leaving the hiding place. David's chasing after him, but like he gets burned by sunlight, so he can't continue, right? And the shot of his face as like a tear rolls down is something I've always remembered with this movie.
Yep, I like that.
Very memorable. Kind of strange, but memorable.
I think it's funny that they go right back to sleep, too. I don't know why that is weird to me. It's probably normal, but the fact that they're like, well, we just got raided and one of our guys is dead. Let's go hang back up and go back to sleep. But they got to rest up.
They got to recharge.
Nope. I just took a melatonin and I can't help it. That car is sick, too, by the way. I love Grandpa's car.
Is that T-Bird?
I don't know. I'm a big fan of it. Whatever it is. It's cool with the blue.
Fun.
That's a funny scene where he's like, you ready to go to town?
Nice, Pat.
He's like, I thought we were going to town. He goes, that's just like far in the town I like to go or something like that. That's pretty funny.
He has another joke like that where he's like, we have company come over again? Dad, you haven't had company in 6 years. That's what I said, again?
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah. Brett, did you find it funny, though, that the final scene that we set up for here is very reminiscent of a trope we've talked about many times from The Collector?
Pranks?
Home Alone 2.
So many pranks.
Yeah, Home Alone.
I was thinking more like it reminded me of Three Ninjas, like in the bathroom. I don't know why. And he like goes up and hands him. He goes, "Something's good. This stuff is good." I don't know. It's kind of like hijinksy, a little hijinksy for such a serious thing, but I don't know.
Squirt guns are involved.
It's like, crazy that this scene is in the same scene as the guy getting bit in the face in the bloody first kill scene. Like, it feels very different.
It does. And plus it's like they're supposed to be really strong, and I don't know. I felt like maybe this scene was a little lacking. It was kind of our TV's kind of dark, so it's kind of hard to see. But overall, it was fine.
I think my favorite kill was Nanook pushing the vampire into the tub.
Twisted Sister?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of lore, I've been waiting to say this for a week.
Okay.
No,
bad.
Like,
I got
do they ever explicitly say that it needs to be a wooden stake or just a steak?
Like a fucking T-bone? Like a what? Like a New York strip? What do you mean? Like
no.
What are you
saying? Does it need to be lumber? Does it need to be an antler?
Right, because
what is a
because
steak?
in other vampire lore, the what I know, like Buffy and all that stuff, it's got to be a wooden stake. It can't be metal. You can use like an arrow if it has wood on it. But like, I guess I don't know that much about taxidermy. Isn't antler's head on a stuffed deer? Is that wood or is antler? And I don't think antlers are made of wood.
It's still antler. They just they just cover it with different type of material.
And that kind of
that'll break down.
They use that to kill a vampire.
Is that how Kiefer Sutherland himself is killed?
I think so, right?
I think
yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't think that's wood. I don't really care. I don't know if they ever especially said wood or if they said you have to shove a stake in
What
their
I
heart.
think happened, Brett, is at the turn of when Dracula and all this lore started to come out, Big Lumber got involved and said, "Listen, you want to keep vampires away? I got to be a wooden stake."
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's anti-Big Lumber, right?
That's Big Lumber getting involved.
And a wooden cross and a wooden arrow. And
a lot of wood. got to produce the wood.
If your house is made of wood, a vampire cannot cross the threshold at all. So make sure you.
What material is it that comes out of a deer's head? An antler.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just
what is it?
Calcium is bone.
Yeah, it's like a fingernail.
It's
bone. Bone.
It's virtually wood of the animal.
I'd agree.
That's that kind of bone.
Extensions of the skull. Yeah.
Morning wood.
All right, Corey, you like this final battle sequence?
Fast.
Yeah, it's not as long as I remember it being as a kid. I remember it being like more epic, but it did speak to the kid in me, right? I really like them preparing. A lot of movies like this have that. It's like, okay, we're going to face down the bad guys. Let's get all our stuff ready. Let's go get the holy water. Let's load up the bathtub. And then for some reason, I thought Death by Stereo was super cool. You know?
Death by Stereo.
That's a crazy line.
Death by Stereo.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think there's some good shit. I do like the half vampire version of Michael, right? I think he has a cool look too. And seeing him battle David is fun. But the antlers thing definitely threw me off on this watch, and my wife wouldn't let it go. Like, she was like, he shouldn't have been able to be killed by antlers, man.
According to the comic book, he actually lives.
So
it kind of looked like he was faking.
Says his body stays intact. You don't see them.
You don't see him dissolve.
He's
like
just
the other
like
one.
Also, during this whole pranks shenanigans sequence, it's clear that Joel Schumacher had a half-hour footage of Laddie somewhere in there that got cut from this movie. Because homie just pops out like he's a main character, and we're all just we're like, what?
Yeah, wait.
Who?
Why does he
I've
know
seen this dude for 5 seconds.
Yeah. I think the whole like Lost Boys, like the posters of the kids, like, I don't know, maybe they were trying to do like a weapons thing, but they didn't quite get there. It's like that was kind of lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kids are disappearing and it becomes, again, an echo of a movie that was at some point.
God, Kiefer Sutherland looks cool. Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patric are are lit so well at this end battle. The lighting is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially when they do like the split shots of Jason Patric being half red and half black, like, you know, he's not fully turned yet. And then you have the full bright white light on Kiefer. Like, it's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Josh, are you were like me that had not seen this movie before. Surprised by the Max turn? Saw it coming? What'd you think here at this last part of the movie?
By the Max turn?
When Max is actually a Dracula.
No. I mean, I think I was more shocked in Silver Bullet when the priest was the werewolf, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of didn't want it to be Max.
Right.
Max is, dude, he moves fast. Max is meeting the family. Max is kissing her on the lips in front of the family.
Yeah.
Went on 2 dates.
Especially after like two bad dates.
Dude wants to breed.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready.
Here,
yeah.
Pappy, I had said maybe halfway or 2/3 to the movie, I said, I wonder if Max is the bad guy. And my wife said, but they didn't really do twists in the 80s. And I was like, you know, that's a really great point, or is that something you guys think is true? It wasn't like much of a thing in the 80s because, well, I just thought, how are they going to have an actor like Edward Herrmann? I know he's not, you know, Marlon Brando, but, you know, he's a pretty decent sized actor. I was like, how are they going to bring him in for 6 minutes of screen time and then kill him off? So I thought maybe that he was the main guy just because it just seemed like he should have been.
His whole motivation is that he like sexually wants the mom.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that works.
Dude must be blind. No offense to Dianne Wiest, but nah.
Wasn't I'm Your Father?
He's immortal. He has this pick of the litter.
Even crazier.
He should be like Leo going for a 24-year-old. Like, it doesn't
Didn't they
make
say
sense.
he wanted Michael, though? He wanted Michael. Didn't he say that?
That's what I don't understand is like, did David and Max independently target 2 separate members of this family to join as thralls? Like, was that just coincidence?
I think there's a whole other backstory here where, like, clearly there's another hour of this movie out there, right?
Yeah.
It's clear that this movie was chopped to 97, like chopped to 97
I feel the exact same
minutes.
way. I thought it went really fast.
Which is great. To its
don't mind
credit,
it.
I love a 97-minute movie. But I think there's a lot of melodrama here where David is jealous of Michael for the fact that Max wants Michael and David feels slighted.
Yeah.
There's a whole story here.
I say that too because there's no point for David to even get involved. Like they could have
Exactly.
been
So there's a whole
very
melodrama
easily done.
here where David feels slighted by the fact that Max wants Michael more than he wants David.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I also believe that Michael probably had more interaction with Max. Like
Yeah.
there's another hour to hour and a half of this movie that's on the just the chopping room floor.
Max would presumably be like the Captain Hook figure of the Lost
Correct.
Boys, right? So there should be more.
Actually, they said it was Grandpa, by the way, that I read.
Was going to be the bad guy?
No, that he is the Captain Hook because the Lost Boys are the bad guys in this movie.
Grandpa's a shmee, dude. That's a shmee if I've ever seen.
He is Shmee through his shirts fit like Shmee.
Shmee's me. What about me?
I have a clip, the last clip of the movie. The grandpa saves the day by crashing a car through his beautiful home and setting Max on fire.
Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Michael. Oh, my sons. Oh, my boys.
How much you think we should charge him for this?
Dad. Dad? Dad, are you all right?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires.
People are strange when you're a lost boy.
That's by Echo and the Bunnymen. I think Echo and the Bunnymen's awesome. So
Yeah. I don't mind the cover. Any final thoughts? So I think that's pretty much
just
it
meant in general.
for Lost Boy. What's a good, I don't know, any Echo and the Bunnyman songs? I guess, Brett, is there one you'd recommend?
I think it's With the Hop.
The Killing Moon from Don
Yes,
Darko.
that's
There we
exactly.
go.
Okay.
That's the jam. That's that, and I think With the Hop. Yeah, I listened to some of them when I was doing my music stuff a few years ago.
I have a final thought.
Go ahead, Corey. Yes.
I remember this movie, and I still think of it this way, as being a lot gayer than it is. Like,
Which
there is some
earring
low-key
does-
gay shit in this movie, but
Yeah.
I remember it being like more high-key.
Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking, all right? Keep going.
What is the? I don't know this. The stereotype of the earring is which one is Corey?
Right
Haim?
side.
Is that the one he's
It's
wearing?
just
in it?
not you.
Okay. Yeah.
Right side was always like when we were kids, whether it was true or not. If you
I
just
think
had
it was a
your
myth
right
made up by our
earring.
parents not to get our ears pierced.
It is crazy.
My dad always told me he'd rip them out of my ears if I got them.
How's Corey Haim going to
Same.
tell like the most handsome actor I've ever seen? Yeah, you can't pull off an earring, but I can. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Talk about Patric.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a final thought. This might seem. I feel like this movie is full of people that were supposed to be big and weren't.
That makes
Corey Haim and
sense.
Corey
Yeah.
Feldman had their own hotline.
That's it.
ooh,
I
what?
kept saying no effects. I meant in excess.
Oh.
Earlier, at the very
Gosh,
top of
dude,
the
I'm saying-
pod.
You're talking about Michael Hutchins.
Man, that would have opened up so many other like avenues of
Dude,
jokes.
that's why I kept saying Fat Mike. I was like, Michael Hutchins. Yeah, those are very, very different looking people.
I need you tonight,
Yeah,
but I'm not.
never tear us apart to jam. Okay, so
to choke me while I jerk off.
are you saying,
Bro.
Isn't that what
Corey, are
happens?
you
How he
saying
died?
you disagree?
I think the two Corys were a pretty big deal in the late 80s.
I don't
Yeah,
like he's got
no,
death
I don't mean-
stares for music. That's how he died. He was
Well, that's
choking
not true.
himself. When he,
That's not true.
that's not true.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. That's it. No, he was like depressed and killed himself, I believe.
Set him straight, Brett.
Royal
Who
redact.
killed themselves?
The singer of
Michael
NXS.
Hutchins.
While he was, you know.
I wasn't saying that they weren't big.
True.
Obviously, a lot of these people were big and full of people who were
They're
going to
what-
be, in my
they're
opinion,
what
the
was
next
big.
thing. What?
What was big on their body?
I will say this though. Brett makes an interesting point. This was like one
underachievers.
Do I?
No, this was one note I took. Mental note. I don't take notes, but I took one mental note, which was this movie could be called Charisma the Movie because everyone is just oozing charisma throughout the entire movie.
Oh yeah.
Every actor to actress is just like
From the saxophone guy down to the.
there's no like. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't know. Everyone just has this charisma about them throughout the entire movie. So the fact that Brett says everyone's supposed to be big, like it makes sense because like everyone is like
Everyone's good in this movie.
everyone's great in this movie, but there's like this
Yeah.
like star power generated throughout the entire movie. You're like, oh yeah, I get it. Like
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
it's like
I agree
Outsiders
with that.
like light. Like everyone in
Yes.
Outsiders
Yeah.
became massive.
But my
Everyone
point
in that
is,
damn movie became huge.
Jason Patric was a disappointment. His career was a disappointment. He had two famous parents.
Kiefer
and he was a
Sutherland did
disappointment.
fine. He's a big.
For a while he did, but he didn't for a while. Like 24 was a big comeback for him. Like he was never like a big movie star. I'm not saying everybody. Guys, I'm talking about they were big in the 80s. I'm saying they weren't eventually. Jami Gertz, probably the next big thing and never really took off.
Acting wise, obviously she's done fine.
I think she made some good
But
career.
she's in a
choices.
CBS TV show, which I love, still standing, one of the funniest freaking shows
Show's great.
in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm just saying the Coreys fell off. Now they had a lot of problems. Jason Patric never lived up to
What
he
did
was
Jason
supposed to
Patric
be.
do outside of this?
Speed 2, Cruise Control.
That was him?
I think so.
Oh, what a disappointment.
His dad was freaking Exorcist, Jason Miller. He was
Oh.
a priest. Like, he was nominated for an Oscar, and his mom was famous too. So, and he had famous. Oh, his freaking grandpa, I think, was Straight to the Moon.
Jackie Gleason? Or whatever?
Jackie Gleason, I believe. Hold on, unless I was doing research on
To
something
the
else.
moon,
before that.
Alice.
Yeah, did you know that joke is all about like domestic violence and whatnot?
Yeah.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah, I will send you straight to the moon with an uppercut.
Oh.
Jason Patrick.
Never thought
Jackie
about it
Gleason
like
was his grandfather.
That's
Mortal
embarrassing.
Kombat.
Michael Chapman, the cinematographer, was a cinematographer for Raging Bull. Movie looks pretty good. Makes a lot of sense. I see that. Also did Taxi Driver. Can you just give me Cry Little Sister one last time?
Dude, you gotta do it.
I was looking this up. Grant McMahon on Spotify, 29 million plays for Cry Little Sister. Second place, I didn't even know what it was called. It had 64,000 plays.
Is that the theme or the sax?
The theme.
guy?
The theme. Yeah.
Themes.
There you go, Brett.
Cry, little sister.
Yeah. Keep going, Brett. There she is.
Oh, he was in Sleeper, Speed 2, Cruise Control.
Sleepers is great.
The Alamo, Narc.
This song's good because it's like vaguely religious and edgy without actually like saying anything at all. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It sounds epic in
I loved it when it was on. Like I thought it was really cool.
You know that meme?
It's cool. I like it.
About Phil Collins, where they're like on Tarzan. Like Phil Collins didn't have to go that hard for Tarzan, but he did for us. I feel that way about this song for Lost Boys. Like they didn't have to go that hard, but you know what? Play out throughout the damn movie. It works perfect.
I added it to Happy Pappy instantly. Like this is a song I'm going to keep forever in my playlist.
Oh, it comes up for me on my workout shuffle all the time.
It's awesome.
I wanted to ask you guys about Joel Schumacher because Stevie mentioned that his like career is kind of marred by Batman and Robin and Batman
Did some
Forever.
great movies.
To a slightly lesser degree. But do you guys have any favorites of Joel Schumacher?
I do in a very unironic way. One, I love A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey. It's considered to me like the sweatiest movie ever made.
Oh, yeah.
Because it takes place in Mississippi and everyone is just covered in sweat for some odd reason in that movie. And then the other one would be, unironically, I love Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler that Joel Schumacher directed. It's like Emmy Rossum, Patrick Wilson, Gerard Butler. They crush it in that movie. And it's also shot really well. People don't talk about that movie for Joel Schumacher. I think it's like a borderline masterpiece.
Yeah,
I think the Joel Schumacher movie that people talk about a lot that is good is Falling Down.
I've never seen it, but the Michael Douglas
movie. I love that movie. I think it's great, but people seem to get the wrong fucking message from that movie.
100%.
If you ever look at like a video, like a reel or like a meme from that movie, there's always someone with the most liked comment that says something to the effect of, as I get older, I relate to Michael Douglas's character more and more, which is exactly the wrong message for that movie. The whole point is that he's the villain.
Yeah.
He's a fucking psycho. He pulls a gun because he couldn't get a fucking Egg McMuffin at noon or whatever.
Is that character based off the McDonald's guy?
Which one?
The guy that killed like 21 people.
And that's
he walked out
Corey's neck of the woods. St. Idris.
He walked out the door one day and just said, I'm gonna go hunt some humans, and killed 21 people out of McDonald's.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah. 77 minutes. Yeah. It's the Mexican part of San Diego that they annexed. I don't think so, but maybe. He was not just, he had just deeply racist and hated Mexican people. And he was really abusive to his parents, his kids. So I don't know about that, but maybe. Phone Booth, underrated movie.
Joel Schumacher did that?
Yeah, I just found that out. I couldn't believe that.
Brett, I want you to bring the knowledge on the death corner, then we'll get into yes or no's. But real quick, before that.
Whoa.
Go ahead, yeah. You have another
The Flatliners. I remember the first time I was told the conceit to that movie. Thought it was like so freaking cool.
That's cool.
Also, let's not forget Jim Carrey's that 23 movie.
Speaking of
number 23,
number stim.
I saw that in theater. You didn't like that at all, Corey? Nothing good about it?
23.
No, but I did watch it in rehab, so that anything I watched in rehab is slightly worse than it is in reality.
Take the shine right off it.
Yeah.
I know my friend Gray used to like the movie Tigerland, but I never watched it. He did that as well. So, he did, and isn't 8mm like a really weird movie?
Yes.
Yeah, he did that too, so. Okay, so whatever you need me to do, I don't.
Well, just get your death corner ready while you do, real quick. 5-star iTunes review from Barky.
Nice.
Been a long time listener of Spoilers. It's easily one of my all-time favorite pods. Long-time listener of Spoilers is one of my all-time favorite pods. You might be wondering, is this just another podcast for a bunch of dudes sitting around in a big circle jerk?
Basically.
No. Well, okay, maybe if it's Viggo Mortensen, but rightfully so. It's a perfect mix of nostalgia, humor, and discovery. Spoilers makes it fun to revisit the movies I grew up loving, and it's because a surprisingly great It's becoming a surprisingly great way to find new ones I might have never watched otherwise. And honestly, sometimes I just tune in to hear some familiar voices talk nonsense that somehow always turns out to be weirdly insightful. It's funny, smart, well edited, and occasionally unhinged. That's true. In an absolute best way. 10 of 10. Speaking of unhinged, also please leave us more iTunes reviews, everybody. But Brett,
loving that one.
The most unhinged segment, but one of my favorite segments. It's been a while, maybe since Dumb and Dumber, and it went unhinged. Dumb and Dumber. Let's try again with some Death Corner, Brett.
We don't have the song going because Mikey's not here, but
you can put it in post.
This is Death Corner. Very sadly, everyone knows the story. Corey Haim died at 38 in 2010. A bunch of stuff. There was a bunch of rumors. I think eventually they said he died of natural causes, but who knows? Guys, are you sitting down for this? Are you going to be shocked? The guy who plays Grandpa, Barnard Hughes, he's dead.
No.
He died in 2006.
Syphilis.
In 90, natural causes.
The Pappy?
Let's go.
I loved him in Sister Act 2, by the way. Edward Herrmann, who plays Max, he sadly died in 2014 at 71 of brain cancer.
That's sad.
The guy who played Paul, he was one of the crazy vampires of one of the Lost Boys, who didn't talk much, I don't think. He just kind of laughed. His name was Brooke McCarter. He actually died at 52 in 2015 of a rare genetic liver disorder called alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. But the good news is that got people like that kind of made this disease more in the public eye, and I think they were able to raise some money to try to figure it out and stuff. So there is a silver lining, a silver bullet lining from whatever movie you guys were talking about. It's that he died so hopefully others can live.
He played the Twisted Sister vampire.
Silver Bullets playbook.
Yeah, that's good.
That all?
That's all I got.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Joel Schumacher.
The main people. Oh God, yeah, Joel Schumacher died in 2020.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Oh, it's great to have the Death Corner back, though, and great to have a fuller boat back. Let's go ahead and we'll start in the room, and then we'll go east to west. Yes or no? I'll go ahead and go first. Yeah, it's a hard yes. Great movie. Druid King, you've been one of our greatest supporters. Like I said, our sovereign of the pod, giving us much more love than we deserve over the years. But great pick. I think almost a perfect spoilers movie, from the sex scenes to the crazy lighting to the saxophone guy to the unhinged tone in general. Corey Feldman.
Young Guns references.
Young Guns references abound. Druid King's picked what's the Patric Swayze? Roadhouse and Lost Boys. Druid King gets this podcast, and
he knows our lane.
Yeah. I mean, I think it actually looks great. I think the music is phenomenal in this movie.
How much do you think we should charge?
It's funny. It's goofy. It's wild. Love Lost Boys. Love Druid King. Thanks again. Hard yes. Josh Boys?
Oh, man. I think I got to put this at...
Whoa.
Maybe just a medium yes. I was hoping for the solidest yes.
Okay.
I think that my biggest complaint is I was wanting more Kiefer Sutherland. I felt like he was a very one-dimensional character, and that's, I guess, fine in the course of this movie. But my preconceptions, having always seen parts of this movie on cable television, was that Kiefer Sutherland was the main part, and maybe he would turn to become evil to good or something. But honestly, great movie, so fun to watch. Love the soundtrack. And can I just say, Pappy, I love we always do a late spoilers, deep into November.
Yeah,
our last spooky spoilers. Spooky. Yeah, we always do a late spooky spoilers, I should say. Late into November, a spooky spoilers will come out every year.
Yeah.
And I think Lost Boys is a good addition to the tradition. So I'll give it just a regular yes.
To all of those listening, Merry Christmas. Hope you're enjoying this episode.
Yeah, right.
Spend time with your families.
Quick edit.
Stevie?
Man. So I'm probably going to get shit on for this, but I'll say it anyway.
Oh.
Joel Schumacher did something that great directors do, which is recognize that even if you have great material and great actors, great, camera work and everything, music can really elevate a movie.
Yeah.
And it does such heavy lifting in this movie. I was thinking about like how Tarantino and Scorsese and like even more recently, like Jeff Nichols in like Midnight Special can like look at a movie and say, hey, this is great. This music can take it even further.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan does a great job with that. You look at Interstellar, for crying out loud. Look at, I mean, great movies, but the music really elevates it. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those movies where Joel Schumacher was like, listen, we got this banger of a song and I'm going to milk the ever-loving shit out of it through our entire movie to make this movie even better. I think, as far as vampire movies go, I've seen them all. This is one of the better ones. I think it's fast and loose with the rules. I think the acting is really carried through by a lot of people in this movie. From Corey Haim to Jason Patric, Kiefer Sutherland, everyone does a really good job. And to its, credit, 97 minutes, man. You can't beat it. 97 minutes, killer soundtrack, killer acting, a movie so of its time, hardest of yeses.
A lot of lore packed in there for 97 minutes. It's incredible.
Breakneck speed, man. I love it.
Great characters, yeah. Brett?
Yeah, real quick though, Stevie, I got a quick question for you. This might be too tough. Two movies came out, one 86, one 87. This was 87. This soundtrack versus 1986 Highlander soundtrack. Which one are you taking?
This one.
Yeah.
Nice, I love it. So you don't think it's... Side question, you don't think it should be better if it was like Tangerine Dream? You just love it, it's perfect?
I mean, I do love some Tangerine Dream just because of Legend, but I think this is one of those cases where it's like you can love a soundtrack, but the way that the soundtrack marries with the material on screen is just perfect.
As corny as it sounds, like we're laughing about it, like that sister song, Cry Sisters, just like comes in and just, yeah, it's awesome. I'm kind of in between Pappy and Josh. I really enjoyed this movie. I felt like Stevie said what I was thinking. Like, it seems like there was a lot of connections that were cut out and it almost seemed rushed at the end, but again, 97 minutes or whatever, awesome. He's not the world's greatest actor, but I really dug Corey Haim in this movie. I just like this whole vibe. I like it's really sad what happened to just looking at how happy he seemed in this movie and just how I don't know. I really liked him. Jason Patric I thought was good, but I'm a Kiefer Sutherland guy and he's awesome. I'm with Josh. Maybe he could have been used more. I was surprised they would go big chunks of the movie without him in it. And I was just always just like, oh, when I think of this movie, I think of Kiefer. So, but yeah, it's just a solid yes for me. I enjoyed this. Music was awesome. Soundtrack was awesome. Like the most 80s movie you can imagine. And like Stevie said, hair everywhere. And I'm here for it. So solid yes for me.
Last but not least, man who grew up with this movie, seen it many times, Kylo, Corey Wren memes.
Yes, this is Corey, not Corey Haim or Corey Feldman, but I am a child of the 80s and my name is Corey. I think it's no coincidence, but my mom insists that I was not named after the Coreys. So, first of all, I gotta say, what a great review from Barky. Big Dumb Movie could really use some of your love, because man, that's one of the better reviews we've ever gotten on Apple Podcasts. So thank you very much for that. Special shout out to druidking, who had the foresight and knowledge of our podcast to know that this would be a perfect fit for us, especially for the spooky season. Fits in perfectly. This movie is an absolute yes for me. Quintessential vampire movie. Quintessential movie of the 80s, right? So you can say to someone like, oh, you need to see an 80s movie, or maybe they're saying to you, I want to see a movie that just represents the 80s culture and vibe. You got to show them this one, I think. This is so fucking 80s. And it's it's just weird to think. It's not trying to be, it just is. But yeah, the cinematography in this movie is great. Like the aesthetic, the music choices. The aesthetic really is peak in this movie, I gotta say. The story is okay, right? It's more about like the vibe, and I love a movie that's a vibe. I always think back to like The Craft. The Craft is a movie that is very much a vibe of the 90s. This movie is very much its own vibe. It's really cool. And I just want to say a quick thing. That's my yes for this movie. But I want to say a quick thing about Joel Schumacher. Because, he died a few years ago. Before he died, he had an interview in 2019 where he says that he slept with between 10,000 and 20,000 men over his lifetime. That was Joel Schumacher's claim. You guys know this, obviously, he's a gay man. So, doing the math, assuming, because he died at 80, assuming he started having sex at 20, so he had sex over the course of 60 years, which may be more, but I'm assuming, that would be at 3 people a week. Not 3 times, 3 individuals a week.
There you go.
Assuming it was 60 years, 10,000 people.
Let's say the average penis is 6 inches long. When we go to 20,000 men, and we
just crunch some numbers.
Crunch some numbers on the length of penis that man.
4.8 million inches of dick.
How many inches of dick that Joel was working with here?
Anyway, Joel Schumacher's an interesting character. I just like talking about him because he's obviously said some crazy shit like that. He's made some insane movies. And Batman and Robin is nuts. This movie is nuts in a totally different way, but R.I.P. to the man who entertained us for many years.
It's a good way.
Drinking at 9.
What, at 9?
He started drinking at 9 and did a bunch of LSD and meth. Then his mom died and he like completely changed his life.
Joel Schumacher?
Yeah.
Well, good for him. It's a lot of penis when you measure it out like that. There goes my closest two. I'll have to pivot.
1.42 miles of penis. If you
Whoa!
did 15,000, it's going between 10 and 20,000. 1.42 miles of penis.
If you're going 60 miles an hour,
5.1, by the way, but who knows?
If you're going 60 miles an hour, it would take a minute to drive that much penis. Like, think about that.
He just lined it all up.
Yeah, crazy.
Good for him.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep, good for
you,
him.
Joel.
Mm-hmm. Proud of you, Joel. I'm also proud of the boys being back. Since I had to pivot my trivia, Stevie, you might remember this. Josh, you might remember this. Brett, I think you might remember this. But Mikey's not here tonight. He did text me and said, sorry, I fell asleep. I got to bow out this week, so.
Is it our ghost real?
7 years ago.
They used to be.
Before ChatGPT, I cranked out 69 spooky trivia questions.
No.
I thought, let's just see who can remember things. Let's see. Well, 2 strikes, you're out. We'll go super fast. Do you want 2 strikes or 1 strike? You're out.
2.
Okay. We'll go super fast. The exact same questions as 7 years ago, Brett. Evil Dead 2, you gave that a no. You gave this a yes. We're going to go Corey, Brett, Stevie, Josh on the order. Woo-hoo. And not to mention, Stevie, if you look up there, I have the...
E.T.?
No, what's the red one's name?
I see the E.T.
Raphael?
I got this, hold on. You guys keep talking. Let me try and not unplug the contract.
To our new listeners, Pappy has an ET that looks like a prehistoric penis on his mantle.
Oh.
So Nurse Stacy gave me this little Raphael, like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a tchotchke.
Shot glass?
Shot glass.
Nurse Stacy gave you a little penis.
And a wool hat that looks like Raphael. And she said specifically, I want this to be a trivia prize on spoilers. Nurse Stacy from... the
Pappy,
Bride.
Brett, you're lucky Pappy wasn't on headset for that.
What'd he say?
Something about your mom. Man.
What'd you say, Brett?
He said that your mom gave you a tiny pecker.
And that's not what I said.
Something like that.
I'm not putting up Joel Schumacher numbers, but like
that's not what I
You're going to lower the average.
Her side of the family anyway. I know. I got a Michelangelo hat and shot glass for whoever wins, by the way, courtesy of Nurse.
Let's go.
Nurse Stacy. If Corey, Brett, if you win, I'll ship it to you eventually.
I'll just come get it. I live where you live. I'm from there. Like, I come there more often.
Well, we'll see Corey. Yeah, but
I'll come in March.
Yes. All right, Corey. How many species of bat are known? 12, 120, 1,200, or 12,000? Josh has a reassuring smile that the questions are
look
coming back to. How many species
I'm going to
of bat?
say option C.
That's correct. 1,200 species of bat. Brett, Sherlock Holmes is the most portrayed character in TV and movies combined. Remember, all these answers are as of 2017. Which spooky character is the number one in movies? So just movies. Who's the most character ever in movies? Frankenstein, Hamlet, Dracula, or Jesus?
You said spooky character?
Yeah, we did that exact same thing last time.
Jesus did rise, so
He
he's
rose from the dead.
a little spooky.
Can you say him again, please?
Frankenstein, Hamlet, Dracula, Jesus.
I'm gonna say Hamlet.
Dracula. Josh, do you remember all of these?
Oh, poor
Brett. Try to remember your own strikes, please. Brett, you have one. Stevie.
Yep.
How many Jeffrey Dahmer victims? 7, 10, 13, or 17?
17.
Yep. Josh, what topped AFI's 100 Years, 100 Thrills list? Jaws, The Exorcist, Silence of the Lambs, or Psycho?
Those are all great. Psycho. I don't know.
Psycho. Gotta be Psycho.
Correct.
Yes. Whew.
Corey, how many films did Bela Lugosi appear
Way to
in?
tie that into 2025 spooky spoilers in 2017.
Thanks. I planned it all on.
Well done.
53, 103.
What was the question?
How many?
Bela Lugosi.
Sorry. Yeah, how many films for Bela Lugosi? 53, 103, 153, or 203?
B.
Correct. 103 films.
Wow. Good poll.
Brett, according to pumpkinnook.com,
Dude, I was like, please don't give me the pumpkin one. I went on this one last time.
approximately how big was the largest pumpkin ever grown? Approximately how big? 1,000, 100, 1,500, 2,600, or 3,200?
I get 5 choices?
No.
He said it's 1,100.
Sorry, 1,100, 1,500, 2,600, or 3,200?
Oh, 1,100.
Brett, once again, out on the pumpkin. The carrot turned back to a pumpkin for Brett. You will not be winning the Michelangelo.
What was it?
2,600. Raphael, whatever. Stevie?
Honestly, I feel like that one was obvious if Brett would just
Stop smoking that dope!
and remember stuff.
Okay, so now the order is Stevie, Josh, Kylo.
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Stevie, Josh,
Yep.
Kylo. Okay, just making my own notes. All right, Stevie. What is the record for largest gathering of witches? 1,607, 11,607, 21,607, or 31,607? Witches gather.
C.
Unfortunately, it's only 1,607 witches.
Not many witches.
Is that for Salem?
I don't know. I wrote this 7 years ago. I don't.
1607's got to be for Salem. Right?
I feel like that has to be surpassed by now, right?
I know, but it has to be for like symbolic. It sounds like the Salem witch trials happened around 1607. It just seems like on purpose.
That is a very specific number of witches.
It seems like very on purpose.
Josh, also treat of the week, we had a bowl of candy. Speaking of, which of these is an actual flavor of Kit Kat you can buy in Japan? Sushi, sake, whiskey, or underpants?
They're freaky over there.
Sake.
Josh remembers the questions.
1692 to 1693.
Damn.
And you should have done your Japanese voice, Pappy.
Nope, we moved on from these questions.
And I wouldn't call that voice a Japanese voice.
What was it?
No, I was doing the.
I want to hear it.
I think the Tokyo Drift is still out there.
A mid-Pacific
accent. Yeah. That's where Pappy served. So Pappy's smoking that dope.
I do?
Corey, which of these was the most popular costume? Which of these is the most popular Halloween costume of 1996? Ghostface, Power Rangers, Aladdin, Michael Jordan. 96.
Ghostface, to my recollection.
Do you remember correctly? Stevie, how fast can the fastest bat fly? 35 miles an hour, 69 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour, or 99 miles an hour as the bat flies?
B.
You gotta talk in the mic, though.
B.
69.
99 miles.
Stop smoking that dope.
Josh.
I went out the way I wanted.
Question 13.
Yeah.
Are ghosts real?
Oh, gosh.
Yes? Not anymore? No? Or there are more ghosts than you think?
I gotta go with not anymore, Pap.
That's correct. They used to exist.
I always wanted to go with not anymore.
Greatest question in the history of spoilers.
Damn it, Brett. If you hadn't missed that one, I would have gotten it.
Oh, and I would. Oh my god! And the collusion rumors would have started again.
Ghosts are extinct. Kylo, top grossing spooky film of 2006. The Omen, Final Destination, Saw 3, or Silent Hill?
B.
Is that 2 strikes, Kylo?
It's 1.
1 strike for Kylo. It was Saw.
Stop smoking that dope.
It was Saw 3?
Yeah.
Josh, what is the biggest spider web ever discovered? 20 square feet, 30 square feet, 50 square feet, or 100 square feet?
30 square feet.
Correct. Corey, which of these celebrities was not born on Halloween? Rob Schneider, My Grandma Sharon and Cousin Carrie, Vanilla Ice, or Pauly Shore?
Wait, what was the second option you said?
A is Rob Schneider, B is both My Grandma Sharon and Cousin Carrie, C is Vanilla Ice, and D is Pauly Shore.
E is a carrot.
I'm going to go with Vanilla Ice.
Pauly Shore
Stop smoking that dope.
was not born.
A carrot.
My grandma and Cousin Carrie born on Halloween. Everyone wondered.
I
but
almost picked them too.
Josh,
Famous celeb.
Oh,
the
the
Ninja
shot glass.
Turtles
The
shot glass is
Oh.
yours, my friend.
Ooh.
You got to lead us out with a quote of Raphael, Josh.
Take it away.
Oh, man. Well, the thing is, Raphael was always kind of my favorite because he was the leader without saying he's the leader, you know?
Not the leader. Not the leader.
Leonardo's
The song
always
said he's
like,
the leader.
Leonardo's like, I'm the leader.
All Raphael did was bitch about being the leader.
Believe that.
Raphael tells it how it is. Okay. Stevie. Anyway, my hot take for spoilers is I've been meaning to do. I don't usually have good hot takes.
All right, let's go.
Limp Bizkit is back, boys.
Let's go.
Give me something to break. Nookie, take a look around. My Way, Rollin'.
Rearranged.
Rearranged in together. A lot of these songs, they're just fun, feel good songs. Listen to them, put them on a playlist. Fred Durst doesn't have to be as like serious and scary as I thought he was in the 90s.
They're crushing
when I
it
was
right
listening.
now.
Yeah, they're back on the Hot 100. I've literally been listening to them unironically, and they're usually not my like style of music, but they have been putting a lot of joy into my life. Limp Bizkit, and also Fred Durst is in the movie. What is that called?
I Saw the TV Glow.
I Saw the TV Glow, which is a recent spoilers. Fred Durst seems to be actually kind of cool now on the right side of history, if you know what I mean. Surprisingly, not down the Kid Rock route.
Woodstock was not his fault.
Yeah.
He didn't help things,
He didn't help. It wasn't his fault.
But I agree with you.
Wasn't his fault.
Anyway, check out some Fred Durst, some Limp Bizkit, some West Borland. You'll be happier for it. But until next time, that is the end of Spooky Spoilers this year. Can't wait till Spooky Spoilers 2026. But do we have anything cool next? Do we know?
No idea.
Dogma is in the cooker.
Eventually, yeah, maybe Natural Born Killers, maybe
MBK.
Another Friends.
Who's to say?
Who knows?
Either way.
Another Columbo, I'm sure. Someday.
Thanks for listening. We love you. And that was Spoilers.
John Otto. Take him to the Matthews Bridge.
Special thank you to our patrons: Matt Troll, Brother Brian, Nephew Quinn, Nick, The Meg, Nurse Stacy, The Wolf, Barky 420, PK, Spencer, Gale, Swole, Cheese Zombie, Sebastian, Dr. Lar, Stone Cold Austin, Shatty Daddy, Jimmy the Cricket, Optimus E, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Derb, Teddy Ruxpin, Druid King. Be sure to check out Corey's podcast,
Big Dumb Movie.
If you'd like to request an episode, hear your name read by Spoiler Man, or even just help us make podcasts, please check us out on patreon.com/spoilerspodcast.
Kylo, will you count down? I think we're ready to go.
All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Eating
Stop.
time. Come and get it, boys.
You said stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my shit didn't go. I even tested beforehand, but it's not connected right now. Let me see why.
Sometimes shit don't go.
Can't believe the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls was one of the vampires. Sorry, just warming up.
Really?
No.
No.
No?
No. Who's the band who their drummer had one arm?
Def Leppard.
Yeah,
Def Leppard, yeah.
I can't believe Def Leppard
Not the whole time.
I can't believe Def Leppard drummer was one of the zombies in this movie.
Wait a minute,
Zombies in the zombie movie?
Did he lost an arm?
I'm just warming up, guys.
Yeah,
He was
towards the end.
Car accident.
What?
He had
kept
two
drumming?
arms for. Yeah, he did
That's
a lot
not
of
the
kick
point.
pedaling.
I'm just warming up.
I love it.
Dude,
But
I don't
he's
know.
a very
Test,
successful
test,
drummer
test.
with one arm.
That's nuts.
Okay. I had to restart Audacity, but it's normal now. So sorry, I'm going to count us down again.
Yep.
Please do.
On go. 3, 2, 1.
That was Spoilers.